hopefully by the time I'm finished, I will be all that I hoped and dreamed.
I think McCleary is important because this will help give students the things that they need to succeed, and I don't think that it's fair that some kids are like put in a position that they are able to succeed and then others aren't.
A lot of the teachers that I had, none of them really looked like me, and this is extremely important just because seeing people in positions not only of power but something that is so influential, such as teaching, that looks like me is so important for students.
My name is Alicia Lambert. I'm a senior at the University of Washington, and I am majoring in communications and minoring.
It's Miles Rice. I'm a sophomore here at UW.
Hi, my name is Osiris Rodriguez. I'm a recent grad from UW. I got a double degree in education and Spanish.
A lot of the times I got the idea of what it is to be a Black person from my peers, and those peers didn't look like me. And so receiving that kind of education can be very detrimental.
In terms of my education growing up, I grew up in Olympia, Washington. I attended a private elementary school and then a private middle school, but then went on to a public high
Raised
school.
in central eastern Washington, so like Yakima Valley. And in terms of how it relates to the society that I'm in nowadays, it's actually very different. It wasn't diverse at all.
There's a difference in terms of the styles of education and quality going from private to public. At private schools, there was a great student-to-teacher ratio. I felt like I had all the necessary means to be able to get extra time, whether it's one-on-one tutoring or just any additional help in different subjects that I may have been struggling with personally.
So public schools should absolutely be diverse, not only the students, but the faculty and staff. The public school that I went to, however, was predominantly white and Asian. Not that this in any way affected the quality of education that I received, but it did affect the social education that I received.
I have a long-term passion for art. I think that came when I was a kid. Just looking at stuff in the sky, just thinking, why is that there?
I think a lot of it has to do with knowing that yes, or I may not, have these other extracurricular activities, or I may not have this extra time with parents or teachers, and you learn to just kind of maneuver around those things and make your own space. And I think if you have enough resilience and you have enough discipline and drive, eventually you can pave a path to a great future for yourself.
Comparing that to my public education, I did enjoy my time at a public high school, but I did notice that it was harder for a lot of students who were struggling in certain subjects to get the help that they needed just because of the amount of students and the amount of teachers there were and how the classes were structured. That's something I think that the state of Washington could definitely work on. And although it was easy for students to succeed who were already doing well in a public school, I think it's harder for people who are struggling in certain subjects or aspects of schooling to get the help that they need to go on to succeed.
We exceeded expectations every time we got the chance to, and a lot of that has to do with those promotive factors and resilience. I think discipline also has a big, is a big factor in all of that as well, because through life you learn that sometimes, things aren't handed to you, and certain times things don't go the way you want, or you just don't have the resources that a lot of other people have. So I think altogether, you just sometimes have to realize that, sometimes you have to go out and do things yourself, and through that you learn independence, and you learn, what life is about, and you learn about how to create the person you want to be, and all of that eventually will morph into a better version of you.
To all you kids out there who are feeling discouraged by their current public school system, I just want to let you know that the most revolutionary thing you can do is to have hope and keep believing and keep working hard, because you too can come here to the University of Washington or to any school of your choice and double major in what you like or triple major and do exactly what you want to do.